Wait, don't go away. This really is the IOD holiday release video. And you'll want to stay tuned because I am going to create a very cute, slightly spooky project from one of the new IOD holiday release stamps and the pumpkin mold. Join this holiday release party with lots of other IOD stockists. You'll find a link in the description box below to a whole playlist of projects. Boo! Okay, let's get started on this fun project. I'm using a decoupage paper, a stencil with Harlequin design, one of the IOD gallery blanks, Christmas Kitties stamp, and Hello Pumpkin mold. Start by decoupaging the wood blank with a piece of decoupage paper of your choice. Then we're going to prepare the pumpkin mold. Brush it with cornstarch and then use some IOD clay to create a shape about the size of the pumpkin mold and then press it into place. Use your thumbs to remove the excess clay from around the edge using the micro rim as a guide. You can see that I didn't press the clay into the stem of the pumpkin, and you'll see why later. Now remove the excess decoupage paper from the wood gallery blank. One of these Christmas kitties is going to become an adorable, slightly spooky kitty. You can see that I trimmed out an opening at the top of the pumpkin where the kitty element is going to fit. Then using my fingers, I'm going to shape the soft clay to remove some of those leaf elements to create a smoother surface for the pumpkin face. First, I'm going to create some indents with the end of a marker for the eyes and the mouth. I rolled some thin pieces of clay into a tube and applied them around the eye indentations. I'm using glue to affix them. Then I shaped a little candy corn shaped nose and attached that. Work with a dampened Q-tip to shape the eyes and smooth out the indentations. And then I'll set the pumpkin face aside while I work on the background. Here I'm mixing a glaze using Debi's DIY liquid patina and the Violicious making powder. Use this glaze mixture to lightly stencil in a random pattern with that Harlequin design. To create a dimensional kitty, I'm using a black embossing powder to emboss this kitty stamp onto a piece of Kraft Cardstock. We'll use a heat embossing gun to bring that embossing powder to life. You'll see that it begins to change when it becomes glossy. I created 2 of these cats on cardstock with the embossing glaze and then cut them out. I also stamped a kitten onto a chipboard piece so that I could layer it between. I cut this kitten out smaller than the other 2 kitties. Then glue them all together with the chipboard sandwiched in between. In order to prepare the background for different glazes and paint, I applied a polyacrylic finish over the entire piece. Then I added a little bit of crackle medium. While the background is drying, I'm applying glitter to the kitty's hat. And now it's time to paint that pumpkin, and you can use whatever paints you like, whatever pumpkin colors you like. I'm painting in the base color of the pumpkin first because later I'll be applying more leaves layered over this pumpkin and over the kitten. By painting the underlayer first, it makes it a little bit easier. You don't have as much fussy painting to do. With the IOD Air Dry Clay, now I'm casting some of the leaves in random sizes and shapes. Glue those around the base of the pumpkin and let them dry. After the kitten sandwich has dried, you want to trim the base of it and shape it to fit into the pumpkin opening. In order to elevate that kitten sandwich, you want to glue a wooden oval or use some foam tape to provide that lift that it needs. Now go ahead and add a leaf element, layering it over the kitty sandwich. After the leaves have dried, paint them with your choice of green leaf colors. Next, I'm using DIY Dark and Decrepit liquid patina to create some age and to reveal the cracks in that cracking medium, wiping away any excess. These numbers are from the Harper mold, cast in resin and then painted black. This is a cardstock moon image that I found that I'm embossing with some clear embossing glaze to give it a little texture. And then I'm going to apply it over a black cardstock circle. We'll tuck that slightly behind the kitten's head and add those numbers on top. Now it's time to add some fun finishing touches. I have glued some areas where I then apply green glitter over the leaves. Add a little orange pom-pom to the top of the kitten's hat. And finally, I'm adding just a touch of black tinsel garland, just because it's cute and Halloweeny. You'll find most of the products that I've used are listed in the description box below. And there you go, a really festive, fun, fall creation from the IOD holiday release. We are so thankful that you've joined us here for the IOD 2023 holiday release. You can find us at our brick and mortar shop in Medina, New York, or at lnjgoods.com. I think I'm becoming a